Hi, I'm Mark Middlebrook, and I'm here in the Paul Marcus Wines Cantina. And in this segment, I'm going to talk about other great Nebbiolo wines from Piemonte, other than Barolo and Barbaresco. So we're in Piemonte, northwest Italy. The capital is Torino, or Turin. And Nebbiolo is grown pretty much throughout the region. I have a little map here. Torino's kind of in the center. And Barolo and Barbaresco, the two most famous Nebbiolo regions, are down here in southern Piemonte, in an area collectively called the Langhe. Right across the river from Barolo and Barbaresco, north of the town of Alba, is a region called, a zone called the Roero, R-O-E-R-O. It's kind of hard to say without rolling the R's a little bit, and that's how they do it there, so I make an attempt. And it's become one of my favorite places to hang out and to drink wine. It's a fairly interesting area. It's fairly new to the tradition of making really high quality wines that age for a long time. It's for many decades it was a source mostly of bulk wines for the inhabitants of Turin Torino who would come down and fill up their big demijohns and take them back and drink that wine during the week. But now there's some producers such as Cascina Carossa who are making Nebbiolo wines that in my view are starting to rival the quality and complexity of Barolo and Barbaresco. There are others besides this one, but this is one of my favorite. And Angelo Ferrio, the proprietor of this family-owned and run winery, makes two different crus, the French word for vineyard, of Roero, 100% Nebbiolo. This particular one's called Audinaggio, and it's a beautifully steep and scary-looking vineyard near his winery. So Roero is I think one of the great sources of Nebbiolo besides Barolo and Barbaresco, and two others that are really worth paying attention to, although a little harder to find sometimes. The wines are Ghemme and Gattinara, further north in Piemonte. Because they're further north, it's a little bit cooler area, and Nebbiolo really struggles to ripen there. So you get wines with a little leaner profile. They don't have quite maybe as much fruit density as Roero, Barolo, Barbaresco, but they have a really beautiful aromatic profile. They really show off those floral, that pretty side of Nebbiolo. In a cool vintage, sometimes wine can be a little lean and harsh, but with global warming and all, that's not happening very much anymore. Don't have any bottles here, but if you're in a wine store or restaurant that has a really good selection of Piemontese wines, you might look for Ghemme and Gattinara, as well as Roero, and try some of the less well-known great expressions of Nebbiolo. Salute!